Hello everyone, my name is Aiden, and today I will be revealing an interesting challenge that I created for the month of March. So I was trying to figure out what kind of challenge that I could set for myself, and I thought of something interesting after completing the MBTI Personality test. MBTI is a psychometric tool that gives you insight into who you are, basically. So I did that recently, and I took it many years ago, but I just did it again recently, and it made me think of something. What if I asked AI to recommend me books based on my personality?
That's the stupidest idea I've ever heard.
When I took the test many years ago, I got INFJ, but I feel like I have changed quite a bit since then. I don't know how accurate that actually was, and I feel like I have changed quite a bit. I've been trying to improve myself, get better with things, treating my ADHD, all of that. So I took the test again and I got INTP, and I do think that one is quite a bit more accurate for who I am now. So this is my personality, INTPT. So I'm quite introverted, and introversion is not a bad thing. And then I am intuitive, which means I'm quite open-minded, can be imaginative, focusing on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. Definitely true. And then this is where things start to differ from what I was last time. And now I am very much on the thinking side. I'm likely to focus on objectivity and rationality, putting effectiveness above social harmony. I try to have harmony in social settings, of course, but I do try to be rational and think more analytical and with data and statistics on things. And then I am prospecting. I'm likely very adaptable, easygoing and flexible, prioritizing spontaneity over stability. This one is kind of iffy, and like it says, I'm 51% here. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty accurate. I'm kind of in the middle of these. And then I am turbulent. So I'm self-conscious, sensitive to stress, success-driven, perfectionistic, and eager to improve. That is very accurate. So that is my personality. Okay, so I have ChatGPT up. So we're gonna ask, recommend fiction books. I don't want to be given a whole list of nonfiction books. I already have enough of those that I'm reading. I don't need any more. From every genre for INTP personality. Recommend fiction books from every genre for INTP personality. Sure. We'll see what it says. INTPs, the logicians, usually enjoy fiction that explores ideas, systems, philosophy, science, or unusual perspectives rather than purely emotional narrative. They tend to gravitate toward books with deep world building, intellectual puzzles, existential themes, and unconventional storytelling. Very true. Below is a genre by genre reading list tailored for an INTP mind. So for this, my goal is hopefully there are some books on here that I own, and those are going to be the ones that I read, because I really want to try to read all of the books that I own. So if they are on this list, I will likely read them. I got my pad and paper. Let's see what they say. Science fiction. We have Dune by Frank Herbert. And yes, I do own Dune. And it is one that I've been meaning to get to, but I've just been a bit nervous. But Dune, we'll write it down here. Dune. Then there's Foundation by Isaac Asimov. So this book I do own as well. I heard about this book when I went to the NASA Space Museum in Houston. They had this book in one of the glass containers, and I saw it there, and I'm like, what is this book doing here? So I read, and I can't remember which astronaut it was, but she read Foundation, and that made her very interested in becoming an astronaut, I guess. So, Foundation. Let's see what the others are. Blind Sight by Peter Watts. I do not own it, and I don't think I've ever heard of it as well. The Three Body Problem by Liu Cixin. I'm sorry, I'm trying. I mean, I've heard of the show. I still don't really have an idea of what it's about, but I am interested in it because I heard or I saw Neil deGrasse Tyson talking about it, and that made me interested. I'm going to keep that book in mind, but I do not own it. Solaris by Stanislaw Lem. Never heard of it. Next, we have Fantasy. So, Fantasy. The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I haven't heard of this one as well, and I don't own it. Let's see. The Lies of Locke Lamora, Scott Lynch. I have heard of it. Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, Susanna Clark. That's a book I've been wanting to read, but again, I am quite intimidated by it. I mean, if you've seen it, yeah, it's a big one. It's pretty thick. The Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula K. Le Guin. The Book of the New Sun, Gene Wolfe. Haven't heard of that one either. Geez, I haven't heard of any of these ones except Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. Okay. Horror. House of Leaves. I'm going to write it down because I do own it. And I guess it's about time I read it. We'll see how I feel about it. I mean, it's recommending it to me. So, Annihilation. Is this what the movie is based on? Are they the same? Because based on the image, it seems possible. I did enjoy the movie, and I actually read the script for it as well. Anyways, The Fisherman, John Langan. I've heard of this, and this is something that I've been wanting to read, so this might be the chance, but I don't own it. The Ballad of Black Tom, Victor Lavelle. I haven't heard of this one either. The Library of Mount Char, Scott Hawkins. Haven't heard of that one as well. Jeez. The only one I have from this list is House of Leaves. Mystery/detective. We have The Name of the Rose, Umberto Eco. Sherlock Holmes stories, Arthur Conan Doyle. I actually have the whole Sherlock Holmes collection, so I'll write it down. Maybe I can get to some of it. Then we have The Devotion of Suspect X, Keigo Higashino. I haven't heard of that one either. The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I know the name. So we have literary fiction. The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I've heard of it. Don't own it, unfortunately. I do want to read it though. All of these I want to read now. Picture of Dorian Gray, Oscar Wilde. I do own this one. And it is on my 2026 TBR, so we'll write that down. Unbearable Lightness of Being, Milan Kundera. I haven't heard of that one. Or actually, it kind of sounds familiar. I'm not sure. If on a Winter's Night, a Traveler, Italo Calvino. So yeah, the only one I own from this is The Picture of Dorian Gray. Now we have dystopian fiction. Brave New World, Aldous Huxley. I own that. 1984, George Orwell. Haven't read it yet. I know. The Dispossessed, Ursula K. Le Guin. Her again. Okay. I don't know if I really know her as a writer. I'm not sure. I would have to look her up. Never Let Me Go, Kazuo Ishiguro. I've heard like a lot of different things about it, but I am interested. I don't own it though, so I'm not going to write it down for right now. Historical fiction, we have Wolf Hall, Hilary Mantel. The Pillars of the Earth, Ken Follett. Yeah, it's on my list to read. I don't own it though. The Alienist, Caleb Carr. The Name of the Rose. Don't own any of those ones. Philosophical fiction, we have The Trial, Franz Kafka. Oh, Kafka. Oh. Nausea, Jean-Paul Sartre, yes. Damien, Harmon Hesse, and The Stranger, Albert Camus. I don't own any of them. I haven't really heard of any of them except The Trial. So out of all those, I have Dune, Foundation, House of Leaves, Sherlock Holmes, Picture of Dorian Gray, and Brave New World. I mean, that is enough books for March, but I guess I want a little more options. Let's see, how about a 100 book master list that gives a top 10? Let's see, another castle too. Okay, so out of all of the top 10 right here, I only have Picture of Dorian Gray. Let's see what else it says. Then Dune, Foundation, we wrote those down. Let's see. I don't have any else from there. Piranesi, yeah, that is one I've been wanting to read. And then we got House of Leaves. The Haunting of Hill House. The Haunting of Hill House, I love that book. Honestly, I might reread it. I'm gonna write it down. Yeah. I mean, a lot of these books I have heard of and I'm very interested in. So we have Blood Meridian here. That is, I've been really wanting to read Cormac McCarthy. Of course, Brothers Karamazov, Crime and Punishment, all these. I mean, Dostoevsky. I started on my Dostoevsky journey with Notes from Underground. And then I also own the double. So maybe I will read the double next. I've been really wanting to read the Slaughterhouse-Five. I don't own it though. The Crying of Lot 49, I tried reading it. And I would like to give it another try later on. I just don't think I was in the right mindset. And I don't think I'm still in the right mindset for it quite yet. But I am going to give it another try later on. I just want a little more option, I guess. I don't know. Let's see how many other books it can come up with. I know there's so many options out there. So science fiction, again, we basically have all the same ones there, which is a good sign. It's being accurate and being consistent with its ideas here. Fantasy, psychological and philosophical, Notes from Underground. I did enjoy it quite a bit. Classic literature, I read Frankenstein, did enjoy it. I put down Brave New World and Picture of Dorian Gray. The mystery, we wrote down Sherlock Holmes. Yiddish Policemen's Union. Interesting. Okay. Weird and experimental, House of Leaves, we wrote down. Horror, I wrote down Haunting of Hill House, even though I read it already. I just really enjoy it. Historical fiction, so All the Light We Cannot See. I am actually currently reading that right now. I am about halfway through, and I will finish in March. So I guess that can be a part of the challenge. See, satire and philosophical comedy, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I do own that one. So I just did a little bit more searching to see what we could come up with. A Game of Thrones, I do own it, but I don't think I'm ready to get through that. It also recommends Silence of the Lambs. I don't have that one, but I do have Red Dragon. So I could put that one down. Dark Academia. So If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. And then Babel, R.F. Kuang. Babel is something that I've been wanting to read. The Silent Patient, Shutter Island. I watched the movie, so I don't know if I'm too spoiled to read the book or not. American Psycho. I liked it, but also hated it. So, we have Dune, Foundation, House of Leaves, Sherlock Holmes, Picture of Dorian Gray, Brave New World, Haunting of Hill House, The Double, All the Light We Cannot See, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Red Dragon. Those are all ones that I own. I am going to be going to the bookstore though, so who knows what I might get. I will be back. let's go over all of the books that I could potentially read in the month of March based on my personality, which is INTP. So the first one is The Haunting of Hill House. And I read this one already, but I really like it, so I might just reread it. It's a great potential that I will. Then the next book is Dune, over 850 pages, so yay. But it's about time that I get to it. Another one, All the Light We Cannot See, and I'm actually working on it now. I'm on page 226. And then the next one, House of Leaves. Yeah, I'm scared of this one, but I really want to read it. It's about time as well for this one. Another one that was recommended is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I've had this for a while and I've been really wanting to read it, so I'm kind of excited if I do end up getting to it this month. Next is Brave New World. I feel like it's one of those required readings. Next, Foundation. So definitely excited to read this. I've been wanting to read it for quite a while. Another one I have is The Double. So I read Notes from Underground. So now it's time to read The Double. It's a pretty short one. Shouldn't be anything crazy. Next, Red Dragon. Owned this for a while, so another one, Picture of Dorian Gray. I really like how this looks, but it is a short read. It's just a little bit over 200 pages. I've been wanting to read it, so let's get to it. Sherlock Holmes, the complete Sherlock Holmes. Maybe I can get to like one or two stories, maybe. So I went to the bookstore and I was trying not to go crazy because I was about to go and buy all the books, but my wife controlled me, so I only bought two. Which two did I buy? The first one is, drumroll, Blood Meridian, Cormac McCarthy. I've been wanting this for so long, and I finally got it. I'm so excited to read it. Oh my gosh. Yes. And then the last one I just bought, is Babel, R.F. Kuang. It's just something I've had my eye on for a while, so yeah, we're gonna give it a go. Those are all the options. We have many options here. Let's see how many I can get through in the month of March. I suggest giving this challenge a try. Ask whatever AI system you like and have them recommend books based on whatever personality you have and see what comes up, and see which books that you have already read or books that you've been interested in. And then comment below the books that you were recommended and make sure to put your personality in there as well. Let me know what you think of this challenge. If you have any recommendations based on my personality, let me know. That's the noise you're hearing. I'm excited. Thank you for watching, and I hope you're interested and excited to see my progress through this challenge. And we'll see how it goes. But until next time, keep happy, keep healthy. Bye.